Hi everyone, welcome to day 76 of Radio Vibrations. Hope you're all well. Hope you've all had a good day today. So today's lesson is called The Violet Cloak. There is a congregation of souls who have walked this earth and are now working from heaven to help bring about change and healing in the world. They have been called Ascended Masters by many authors, but I recently started to refer to them as the Keepers of the Light. This title was inspired by a dream in which I visited an amazing kingdom and saw powerful, love-focused beings of light sitting around a huge table. One of these masters of wisdom is known as Saint Germain, and he is the keeper of divine wisdom who helps us access our deeper sense of awareness. He is one of the lords of karma who help us disconnect from old karma, and he looks after the spiritual energy known as the violet flame. This is a powerful form of spiritual energy that we can draw on to overcome limitations. It can be invoked by anyone or any religion, belief, creed or colour. This Keeper of the Light was once known officially on earth as Comte de Saint Germain, which means Count of Saint Germain, and was well received as a noble and a philosopher. There are some suggestions that he had royal blood, and he was possibly even a royal love child, but there are many conflicting ideas as to his true bloodline. That being said, there is evidence that this man existed and was a real talent. He was one of those people who can turn the hand to almost anything. In this case, this included speaking several languages, playing musical instruments, and having a deep knowledge of occult and spiritual matters. As Saint Germain, which is his spiritual nickname, was multi-talented and spiritually connected, he can help you access the spiritual wisdom within you and express your talents. Not only that, he can help you be understood and accepted for who you are, no matter what your backstory. So today's vibe. It's time to draw down some masterly wisdom from a guide who is willing to help you. Today you can allow the support of wisdom of Saint Germain and the violet flame to come in and help you be the best person you can be. It is important to know that today's lesson isn't only about getting all spiritually high vibe and hanging out with the cosmos masters of heaven. It's about recognizing that you deserve to receive a wisdom, share your talents, and be recognized and accepted for who you are without having to make any changes to yourself. You can invoke the presence of Saint Germain at any time. Like the angels, he is a multi-dimensional being who can be anywhere at once. You are offered the violet cloak of wisdom. Today it's time to put it on. Visualize yourself wearing a bright violet cloak. Imagine that it's one of these huge capes that you see in Harry Potter movies. Let that awesome cloak cover your entire body. Then imagine that the violet energy of the cloak is filtering into your aura and shining out from it. Then say, "Thank you, Saint Germain, for wrapping me up in your cloak of wisdom. I am ready to move beyond any limitations that may have been placed upon me so that I can express my gifts and talents. It feels so good to know my inner wisdom is being highlighted with your guidance, and so it is." Lovely energies of Saint Germain there. Right, let's have one of these Keepers of the Light, as Carl said. I'd forgotten he sort of mentioned about, as I say, I've read that book about 5.5 years ago now, and this is the first time I'm sort of going through it. I don't read them before I read them to you, so it's sort of like all new again to me, hearing it fresh. Yes, and I've forgotten he'd mentioned the Keepers of the Light, which is sort of funny because this is the pack that we've been going through on these days. So we ask one of these beautiful Keepers of the Lights to come to the top of the pack today for day 76 of raising our vibrations. May we have you that give the message guidance or your energies around us. And we thank you, thank you, thank you. And so be it. Lady Portia again. Okay. Divine order. Do what you feel is right. An important lesson is unfolding. Now, we have had this a few times. Let's have a look, see if I can see where this has come. Oh, maybe not then. Maybe not for a little while. Maybe not for a while then, but it feels like she's been up before, quite recently. Divine order. Do what you feel is right. Yes, always do from the heart. Okay, always do what you feel is right from the heart. Sometimes our head can get us in a bit of trouble, can't it? Sort of like that little ego sort of comes to the front and tells us something actually that's not going to be right for us. But if we just drop down to our heart and do what we feel is right from that place, you can't go wrong. Okay. Because I'm feeling okay. This card is a message saying that there's some of you out there, and it's probably a message for all of us in a way, that are afraid to do something. There's something they're afraid to do, and obviously being afraid is that fear. So step out of that fear, because it's holding you back. There's something that you want to do. It's holding you back. So drop to your heart. Have a think again about this situation. And if it feels right from the heart space, then do it. Okay? So thank you, Lady Portia, for that. Okay. So thank you for joining me today. Hopefully I shall see you tomorrow. So for now, from my heart, with love. Bye-bye.